Trigger warning, this episode might be a lot of swearing because of this game. Welcome to
Culture Considered
with
Matthew Grieve and
Alex Gonzalez.
Yes, the same people as last time. Your podcast for everything entertainment, music, concerts, experience,
Pop culture.
Pop culture, exactly. Today we have a special guest. We have Philip Grieve in the studio.
Hi, how you doing? I'm doing good, thank you.
He just answered all my questions. I didn't even have to say them. He said, "Hi, how you doing? I'm doing good, thank you." He just had a conversation with himself.
Yeah, my pleasure.
So today is a very special episode. Alex, you want to tell them what today's episode is about?
So today's episode is about Silent Hill. Return to Silent Hill.
Yes, Return to Silent Hill. We saw it yesterday in cinema.
This film.
This film. Can I just say this? I want to say this real quick there. In our last episode, our podcast episode, we were talking about this movie that we hadn't seen yet. And I kept saying James Sutherland instead of James Sunderland. And I want to apologize to the guy out there listening called James Sutherland who thought I was talking about him. I was actually talking about James Sunderland from Silent Hill.
Yeah, I think you were mixing up with Kiefer Sutherland, the guy that does the voice of Big Boss.
I'm sorry to the guy at home who thought I was talking about him. Now we can get into it. Let's get into this. So this movie, yeah? Am I right?
So this film began with this storyline, not like the game where James meets Mary because how was it? She forgot her clothing, or like it was like
she left her bags out
bags
in front of like a rest stop where the buses passes. Some reason people leave bags in the middle of the road. I don't know why. James comes by, crashes into it. Everything goes flying out. Of course, he comes back, tries to put everything back together, but then the bus is coming by, and it's like, it's a whole thing.
Yeah.
And then also, before that, why is James driving a Mustang?
James, so this movie is based off Silent Hill 2, the video game, even recreating some of the shots, which were awesome.
The bathroom scene shot was insane. That was a good shot.
But James, the movie starts with James, black hair, leather jacket, driving like a Mustang, and smoking weed with sunglasses.
Oh yeah.
I mean, yeah, that's an interesting way to start your movie, you know? Can we compare it to how the video game starts off, where he's in the bathroom looking at himself, compared to Sunny Skies, him driving, and then, he crashes into Mary's luggage, and that's how they meet. But the plot is basically, it's kind of all over the place. It's filled with flashbacks, but it starts in the past, then skips to the future.
You mean the present?
Yeah, the present. Sorry. He skips to the present where he decides to go back to Silent Hill to see Mary.
Because he got a letter.
Kind
of like the games.
He was like at a bar, and then like that's when like his counselor was like, "James, what are you doing?" And at the same time when he was at the bar, that they played a Silent Hill 4 soundtrack song called "Waiting for You," which was originally going to be in the soundtrack for Silent Hill 2, but it got cut, sadly. So it was just like, also they're just sprinkling the material of Silent Hill throughout the film, but it's just like cashy grab.
Can I just say one thing though? Like this movie does get shit on a lot, and I do want to say one thing. I did like the flashback scenes. Not all of them.
No way.
Not all of them.
Ain't no way.
Not all of them. Let me
No
talk.
way.
Let me talk. I did like the flashback scenes to show who James was with Mary, because you guys remember how the game starts.
Yeah.
Like, we got nothing. He's just some guy. He's some guy there, and he's looking for his wife. And that's basically it. Like, of course, the story follows through a little bit, but literally, like, we don't know what he does for work. We don't know how he is as a person. He's just very melancholic, dry. He wants, like, for people to not hurt themselves, but at the same time, he kind of doesn't really care.
Should we spoiler? spoiler warning for the rest of the movie. Obviously,
I mean, there's gonna be a spoiler, like
Should we
at
get
the title, like.
Okay. Well, can we just say this? You start off as James. Like, you don't know when you're playing Silent Hill 2. You don't know. You're learning as James is also learning. But when you start off the movie with James, he meets Mary, and then it cuts to a dead body in the water as like a jump scare. Do you guys remember that?
Oh yeah,
Like
there was a body in the water.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
You know, you're kind of like already spoiling the twist that Mary doesn't exist. Well, Mary's dead. As like in the video games, you find that out pretty much towards the end, where it makes you rethink the whole story of like James's character.
I think you're misremembering a little bit, because we do know right from the get-go that she died 2-3 years ago. And he got a letter from Silent Hill. So you're like, wait a minute, my wife is dead. Why is she in Silent Hill? So that's what really kicks off the whole story.
I'm talking about like the visual of like showing the actual like, because you don't know she's dead, but
And then
maybe
like
she's
it
not.
was that scene, and then it was him at the bar. I
Yeah,
think.
and then him at the bar where the Silent Hill 4 song, you know.
Yeah.
I think the song's gonna blow up now because it was in this movie, you know. Who knows? I think it's gonna be pretty popular.
It's a banger of a song.
So yeah, James visits Silent Hill. I don't know if we should talk about like the town itself.
I mean, the town itself was like, I would say it's faithful to the game. Like,
I just like one thing about the town. It looked good. One major issue, way too much ash.
yeah,
Way too much ash. They literally covered the entire town. It looked like snow.
yeah.
I mean, come on. Like, listen, did they forget that the fog is a good enough visual? Because that's literally all the Silent Hill 2 there. When you get to the town, the fog is there. And that's creepy enough. But no, they had to put a bunch of ash everywhere to make it even creepier.
But before the town, Angela, we meet the character of Angela as well. So it was just like, she had told James, come help me put the bags. And that was
because
mostly
there was like a flooding or like
Yeah,
the water
the
was
flooding.
rising. And tell the people at home what you guys told me about Angela, Mary, Maria, like about the actress.
Oh, so in the movie, they decided to use the actress that plays Mary. I can't remember her name, unfortunately, but she plays every single female character that he meets in Silent Hill.
Even the little kid?
Except for Laura.
Oh, okay.
Except for Laura, of course, there.
Was Laura CGI?
Fun fact about the Laura.
Laura.
She
Creepy.
looks-
Laura's creepy.
Especially her doll.
Fun fact about Laura is that she is the same voice actor from the remake. So basically, they casted like the same person.
Oh, wow. I did not know that. Yeah,
Oh,
good.
that's-
Good.
That's pretty interesting.
That
Too
is
bad they
cool.
kind of like waste her character there, but I mean, whatever.
Yeah, she kind of just disappears, huh? Yeah.
Well, she doesn't really serve much of a purpose. Like in the games, like, you know, after she messes with James for a little bit, we come to an understanding that she knows Mary, and she's like, they know her, like, Laura and Mary know each other a lot. So much to the fact that Mary gave Laura a letter, and then she gives that letter to James.
Yeah, we don't see that in the movie, though.
No, she, I don't know what's
But-
her purpose in the movie.
So yeah, in the movie, he arrives to Silent Hill, you know, ashy. That part was pretty, like, that was probably the peak of the movie, in my opinion. I don't know what you guys think the peak is. Probably when the credits start rolling.
Probably the ending.
When the credits started rolling, that was the peak. When the lights turned on. When the janitor came in at the end.
Where's the credits scene?
No, like just the town. Like I think they nailed it. Of course, it was very ashy and all that.
The homeless
And
guy.
yeah, the homeless guy. Which what? Like
He got like
but yeah, he got
slimed by the.
Bro got slimed out.
yeah, bro got slimed out. And so, but right after that, you know, like a siren goes off, and like James has like a headache and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And the screen, it pretty much turns like dark red, black. Do you guys remember this? And he gets it tied by those little bugs.
The coke.
Oh
cockroaches.
yeah, and
And man, I couldn't see anything during that scene. It was so dark. It was so CGI filled. It felt like he was running on a green screen and he was like on a treadmill or something. And I couldn't see anything.
yeah, I understand you. That as well was like one of the big critiques for why this movie's garbage. They really used a lot of CGI for like all the monsters.
It felt like a fan film.
That too. I have to agree with you there. I mean, it's like, okay, probably some things in the background you can use CGI, but if you're bringing that to the foreground, just use practical stuff. I mean, come on. But anyways,
we saw this movie, me and Alex, with Diego, and once the movie was over, Diego said, "What student in film and media recorded this movie or made this movie?" Which is a program at Algonquin College. So yeah, he arrives to Silent Hill, and then it's just one thing after another. They put in a bunch of references to the video games, which is like they definitely understand the source material if they're putting references.
I mean, before, like, when he was in Silent Hill, there was a scene where there was like the Midnight Heavens Club, which was in the game a strip club, but in the film it was just like
just a bar he got thrown out of because he's a drunk.
Well, like, they're doing all these references and stuff. Like, they must definitely understand the source material, but then they, like, you watch it and you're like, well, they don't, you know?
Yeah, well, that's further on in the movie there. They just completely misunderstand a certain character there, but no, I like the cheeky references. Like, you know, like he gets the radio that like tells them when monsters are nearby. He gets the flashlight that he attaches to his jacket.
Yeah.
You know, it's like small things like that. You're like, oh, remember this, remember that.
So he reaches to the apartments, and then in this scene, he's just like, this is a scene where he walks up to the second floor, and then it's the introduction of the best character in the whole film.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, no, it's, he's puking in the toilet and all that. We are introduced to Eddie. Eddie the goat. He introduces, I think he immediately says, James asks him if he's okay, and he says, like, do I look fucking okay? And that actually made me laugh out loud in the theater. Whoever that Eddie actor was, he was goated. 10 out of 10. So yeah, James and Eddie go walking, and then they get introduced to
Laura,
who then immediately they summon Pyramid Head. Like, Pyramid Head does his first appearance in the movie. I don't know. Like, were you guys ever scared during the movie or no? Like, I don't know how to say. Like, Pyramid Head showed up. Were you guys like scared or like? Oh,
I
man,
mean, it was just like, okay, because like it wasn't like the buildup was. It was coming, but at the same time, like, I don't know, like there wasn't any enough of like music to like do the buildup for like Pyramid Head.
That is true. I was still laughing because when Pyramid Head showed up, Eddie was beating up James. And that kind of made me laugh a little bit. You know? 'Cause he's just funny. And then Eddie runs off screen and we never see him again.
But
that's it.
So yesterday I was doing some notes. Eddie was going to show up at the film much more. He was going to be a frequent character. And like the film budget was 20 million.
This was 20 million?
20 million.
Wow.
Damn.
The original film had a budget of 50 million. The first one that released like 20 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
So originally Eddie was going to have a death scene in a cold chamber, but it had to be cut out because it didn't fit with the ending montage.
Bro.
But listen, there's faith. There's faith in it because like there's going to be probably a director's cut of the film where it is going to be there.
The director's cut's going to save it.
Yeah, that's going to save the movie.
It's going to become absolute cinema after the director's cut, whoever the director was.
And also, like, Christopher Gaines didn't want the film to be like very energetic or actiony. He wanted it to be a slower film, but the film producers weren't pushing him. So like, probably this was like how it was gonna be the film at the end. Like it didn't feel like there was a lot of action in the film.
Well, I mean, most of the action was like CGI packed. Like when Pyramid Head was fighting that monster that was like had Mary's head, and then the head falls off, and then it puts it back on, and then Pyramid Head just chops off all its limbs. That was that CGI? That was like entirely
CGI.
Yeah.
Kind of took me out a little bit there of it. I'm like, okay.
And then like that monster wasn't even in the second game. It should have been the mannequins.
That's the mannequins. I can't remember.
Because that was that scene where like, and also like James did not find the gun like in the game, because like when you reach the apartment in the game, that's like there's a shopping cart with a pistol, and then he like goes inside one of the closets, and then he just shoots Pyramid Head through the closet, and it was just like that scene. But yeah, that spider creature was not in the game.
Nah, that's... And then what? And then Pyramid Head shows up in front of James, and then James has a headache. Like, did James have headaches in the original game? Because
I do remember the siren. I remember the siren being in Silent Hill 2. Because, you know, every time the siren goes off in this movie, like, James gets a headache. But I don't remember if he was getting headaches in the game as well.
He never got headaches. That's the thing. Like,
I felt like James watching this movie because I was comparing it too much to the video game, and I was like, am I misremembering the video game? No. No, the answer is no.
And then there was the TV scene where there was like intense like flashing lights. Like it was just staticking the whole film, and it was just so irritating actually.
Yeah, epilepsy warning.
Yeah, epilepsy warning actually.
So he gets a headache. Pyramid Head also gets a headache, and then I don't know. It was probably a flashback after that there. But
yeah, to what Mary's been getting up to with her group of friends there.
The cult.
Yeah,
The
you guys want to talk about the cult?
So the cults, originally it wasn't gonna be there
in the movie.
Like in the game where it's not there at all.
Yeah, it wasn't gonna be there. They were gonna hire Stephen Lang. He's like an actor from the Avatar films. He's been like in like most of them, but he couldn't hire him because like he was charging like $2 million.
Jesus. Wait, what was he gonna do?
He was gonna play the role of Mary's father.
Oh, really? Oh, well.
So they cut that idea out, and then that's why the quote is there.
Yeah, but like even if the father was there, she kind of like tells James there that her father was slowly poisoning her in the movie there, saying like my father was slowly poisoning me and I didn't understand, so I turned to this cult to help me as well, and they were poisoning me as well, and that's how she got her illness and eventually died from that. No spoilers. But you know, in the game she just has an illness that's never really defined. It's not connected to her family. It's not a cultish thing because the cults don't show up at all in the game. They're in every single Silent Hill game except for the second one, which really makes it like a standalone type of game there. But man, it's... Yeah. This isn't it.
No, like I went in this movie with knowledge of Silent Hill 2, but I swear to God, if I was going in blind, it's like, what? You know? What? We were introduced to Mary's 12 brothers and sisters that like took her in when she was a kid. They like never come back. Maybe Welcome to Silent Hill 2, guys. Sequel alert? No, there was no post credit scene at the end. So no, there's introduced to 12 cult members. And that's it. They're just in the flashbacks. Like we never even see them. They're not even in Silent Hill.
No names.
Yeah, no names. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so
like all they were doing was like gassing up the father the entire time there. I mean, that's pretty much it. They're like, oh, he's such a good man. He helped me when I was at my lowest.
They have like a mannequin of his face in the wall in the apartment, and it's like, James, you never noticed that? It's not even well hidden. You know, there's a little triangle door hiding this little cultish thing.
The little shrine.
Yeah, it's like James never noticed that. You know, it did make me laugh though when she said they just showed up to her apartment, and then he said 12 people just showed up to your apartment. that did make me laugh.
Well, he does make a good point there.
No, so we get back and forth cult stuff, And yeah, no, as a person, if you know zero about Silent Hill and you're watching this movie, you must be lost the whole time. The whole time. Because, yeah, there's the cult, there's the counselor, you know, who like don't even get names. No one pretty much gets any name in this movie except for like well-established characters. So yeah, I don't know what else to say. Like what happened after the flashbacks? Pyramid Head goes away. Flashback.
Well, that's when he meets up with Maria.
Yeah. Okay. So he meets up with Maria, who they didn't have the famous line. I thought they were gonna say where Maria says, "Do I look like
Your girlfriend?"
Your girlfriend?" And then he says, "No, my late wife." Which they don't even have that in this scene.
They do have it in the movie though.
Yeah.
Like when she's getting like her wounds treated there, she says like, "I know how you look at me. I look like your girlfriend," or something like that.
I know she didn't name drop wife.
That's
like
that
James kept
weird.
saying girlfriend,
not even wife.
Yeah.
That's I think they changed it because the counselor as well said something in the movie which I thought like, okay, what? That's kind of stupid. She literally says, "Mary has been dead for months." I'm like, what? In the games, like Mary's been dead for 3 years. Why would you say she's been dead for months?
And I think she also says like James hasn't been the same since Mary broke up with him. Like because like what?
It's because they change it in the movie where James gets fed up with all the lies and every cult shit that's going on, and he's literally like, I thought this scene was pretty good there, where he literally kicks the briefcase at her and says, "Pack up your stuff, we're leaving." She's like, "No, I can't leave. I can't leave." He said, "Fine, I'm getting the fuck out of here. I don't need this." And then on his way out, he sees that every single person in the apartment is looking at him from the window.
But it changes the James guy as a man looking for his wife to a man looking for his ex-girlfriend.
It doesn't fit the same.
No,
it's
his ex-girlfriend, like they broke up for enough time to pass for him to like grow the fakest looking beard ever, you know?
Oh yeah, okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay, you guys want to immediately skip to that part?
I mean, whoa.
We still gotta. So we're at the we meet Mary, but before that, I just remembered the apartment. They like clustered everything in because like the mannequin scene where there was the light. They also like clustered in the moth room. That was one of like the most memorable parts from the apartment. And like I mean, like James got the flashlights. We just went over the spider. And then Maria, Brookhaven Hospital.
Yeah, that was
that scene was
I mean, that was like wasted potential, you know. They could have done more, way more.
What are you talking about?
Brookhaven they reached the hospital.
Yeah. So, like, don't they try to escape bugs or something? And then they shut the glass doors?
No. That was
was that the apartment?
Yeah, that was way before. When they go to Brookhaven Hospital, that's when they're looking for clues for James's girlfriend to know where she is and stuff.
Yeah.
And pretty much then it's filled with flashbacks, whatever. And here's where we meet the nurses. The enemy from the game, and Maria, like they're trying to escape and Maria gets stabbed. That was Brookhaven Hospital, and pretty much that's that. I mean, that whole sequence. I don't know. It was a snooze fest, bro. I don't know what to say. That was a snooze fest. Nothing was going on. You know, it's just filled with flashbacks the whole time. She gets stabbed. He puts her down, and I don't know. It's
the nurses wasted potential as well.
Yeah, wasted potential. Like they don't explain it. Like why?
It's like they're just there.
Yeah, they're just there. Like, what are the nurses? Like we know because we played the video games, but like people. An audience member who doesn't know anything, who just wants to watch the movie, they're like, what?
The nurses, but like.
Who are mannequins and they're made out of clay.
Yeah.
It's like, what is going on?
Yeah.
But like in the game originally, like the nurses are like James's sexual frustration.
Yeah.
And they're just like missing all the like the symbolisms and stuff in the like from the game to the movie, and it's just like
Can I say this? Can I say this? Like, okay, we talked about in the video game. It's clearly each enemy represents an aspect of James. So, and the sexual frustration of the nurses there, where they're like, sexualized and all that. I did think that they would have touched upon that a little bit more, because I swear to God, watch the movie again. Every time it's a flashback with James and his girlfriend, he's like always kissing her, like always. Like they're moving into the apartment, they're kissing. They're laying in the field, having a picnic, they're kissing. Like they're always kissing.
But the scenes where they're not kissing, he's literally like doubting her and hating everything that's going on.
Yeah, every time they're not kissing, he's always like yelling at her. But then the scenes where mad. Yeah, so I was watching that. I was like, oh, like I know the enemies are his sexual frustration, but that's just because I have like previous knowledge. Like somebody in the audience is probably just gonna be like, man, how many times are they gonna fucking kiss in this movie? Because they never mention it. They don't bring it up. So yeah, no, they go Brookhaven Hospital. And then I don't remember. James follows Laura, and Laura says, "Come back when you're ready," or something.
Takes James to the room.
Yeah, it takes James.
And then
to the room.
the CGI of Mary shows up. Yeah. When instead it's supposed to be like a boss fight right there, and it was just like a CGI moth.
A CGI moth.
Yeah, but that scene, I really didn't understand what the fuck is going on. Okay, like seriously, like he looks up, a bunch of hands are coming down, and then one just goes deep down his throat, and then he just wakes up.
Oh yeah,
and then it was another flashback where
and then it goes to the flashback. It wasn't even flashback. It was like a flash to the present time, but it wasn't real because James wakes up in the hospital where his counselor comes and sees him. And he's like,
yo, your ex-girlfriend, she's been dead for months.
So you got to face the truth, blah, blah, and all that. And I thought like the movie was done. Yeah. I thought that was it. Like Laura said, come back when you're ready to face reality. I literally thought, is he actually going to go all the way back to Silent Hill? Like this for the next 15 minutes? Because it's not a flashback this time. This was literally in present time. But like,
I went to go look it up online. There's theories that go around that he's actually in an insane asylum, and that's like his psychiatric that's like looking over him.
I mean,
for a general audience member, I thought he was just at the hospital.
Yeah, no,
like I thought he got out of Silent Hill after getting an arm down his throat.
Yeah, and
then he woke up at a hospital.
That would have been a good twist there if it turns out this whole time,
he was just insane.
Yeah, he was literally just insane.
I felt like I was watching Stranger Things with that ending. Is this conformity game?
But yeah, so and then he sees a moth on the window and he wakes back up in Silent Hill, So that whole like 15-minute detour was kind of like pointless in my opinion. That flashback that took place in the present with his AA. But he wakes up back in the Brookhaven Hospital with Mary, and that's where Mary they go a little back and forth there, where Mary says, "You look at me like you look at your ex-girlfriend,"
and then they kiss again.
Yeah, they do kiss, and then this was the best part of this was a good part of the movie. They kiss, and then James, post-nut clarity or whatever, launched the fuck in, bro. James launched the fuck in. He leaves that room, starts walking towards the elevator, and Mary's like, wait. He goes in the elevator, he's like standing on business, goes all the way to the basement, and Mary's like following him, like telling him a bunch of stuff there, like, blah, 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 just being like concerned for the guy, because he's not saying anything, he's lurch matching, and he's going all the way down the hallway. This motherfucker gets so annoyed by this girl talking, okay? He straight up fucking summons Pyramid Head, who then grabs his weapon and stabs her and straight up fucking kills her super brutally, lifting her up in the air, And it's like, what? Like, did you just summon Pyramid Head? Is he like, what is going on, And then he turns around and he looks at Pyramid Head and they have like an understanding. They're like, oh, that's my homie right there, Like, it zooms in on Pyramid Head and then it's like it shows that it's James. And it's like, what? This whole movie felt like a fever dream. I was in the insane asylum, guys. I was in the insane asylum. No, so yeah, and she literally does straight up die right there.
Yeah,
you know? Which is like, okay. I don't know. What do you guys think of that scene?
Like, they speed run the Brookhaven, and they just went straight to the abyss, I think, and they skipped the prison.
They skipped the prison.
Yeah.
They went the abyss. I thought they went straight to the Lakeview Hotel.
So abyss, yeah, and then he wakes up in the water.
Yeah, and the Lakeview Hotel is already on fire, which doesn't really make sense because that's how Angela saw her Silent Hill.
Yeah.
Everything was on fire. But we're skipping a few.
We're skipping the Angela was also at the apartment. I just remembered.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
She was like, "Don't touch me, James. Don't touch me."
Yeah.
And then
that scene should have came way earlier in the movie though. Like it was pretty late in the movie. It should have came earlier.
Angela, and then the cold scene. And the thing that we did not mention was that like the film took place in 2017, 2018.
That is true. That is true.
And then like James using a cell phone.
That runs out of battery.
Yeah, it runs out of battery.
It's like how convenient. Because it's never really explained in the games what year they take place in, but I went to go look up online and it said like middle 90s, like middle or late 90s, something like that there. But why 2017?
I don't know. Like,
yeah.
Like, why set this movie 10 years ago from today? Well,
maybe
almost 10 years
what
ago
was
from
going on
today.
in Silent Hill? Maybe it was like COVID-19, you know, like before it became mainstream.
and then I think like James was
Everyone was suffering from COVID-19 in Silent Hill.
What the fuck?
James had like an iPhone 13 because I think he had like a phone with like with camera
Oh, yeah,
lenses.
the 3 cameras in the back.
And then if it's based in 2017, yeah, I don't think that existed back then. So
The phone, that's the big takeaway is the phone. Yeah.
I think that's like
0 stars because the phone, man.
That-
The phone was too
that's
recent.
like a nitpick right there, but like actually,
I don't fucking remember what happened.
and then
and then that's the part where I fell asleep.
You fell asleep
no,
in the
I'm
movie?
joking. I'm joking.
he gets to Lakeview, and then I think it was another flashback.
The flashback to him going to Mary's
Was
hospital place.
Oh yeah. And then, but like there was a scene that was like Mary recreating the Angela walk.
Oh yeah,
Yes,
that's right.
yes.
Everything's on fire.
Yeah, and then like
Yeah.
it was Mary, like Maria or Mary, and then it's just her going up the
The
stairs.
ex-girlfriend. The ex-girlfriend.
The
going
ex-girlfriend.
Up,
Mary?
going up the stairs.
Yeah.
And then
I mean,
is this the part where they say? Wait, where's the part with the tombstone, like the grave?
I'm gonna be honest. I think it's like a blink and you miss it or something.
I
Because
think-
I did not remember that at all. But when I went on TikTok to like go see like reviews and things, everyone was talking about that scene and saying how stupid it was.
Mary, Laura, Angela, Crave.
Exactly.
So James gets told to remember, and then we see Mary's grave. And yeah, as Alex said, say it again. What's written on the grave?
Mary, Laura, Angela, Crave.
Crane, right?
Crave.
No, it's
Crane.
Crave.
Yeah,
Crave.
Yeah, Mary, Angela, Laura, Crave, whatever. The name of all the characters. That was
Yeah. So
yeah.
it turns out every female character that he met in Silent Hill was just Mary,
Okay.
and everyone else he was just imagining them.
No, so like, first of all, what? You know, like all these characters, because this is not in the video game. So you're watching this, you're like, why would you even make that change? And it's like everyone that he met in his adventure has all been the same person, you know. And as you said earlier, is the same actress. But then it made me wonder, like, what about Eddie? You know, like was that guy just real?
It was just a
Everyone else was fake, but that guy was just real inside Hill.
He
You know?
just ended up there. Like,
He was just there. Yeah. It's like, what? Why was his name not on the grave? You know? Why-
Right.
I mean,
Because he was there, bro.
But he was just actually there, you know? Everyone else was fake, you know? Part of James Silent Hill. But except for Eddie, you know? Eddie was just, you know, actually there. Which is, like, what, a plot hole? You know? I don't know. I don't even know if it's a nitpick. It just, like, if you actually think about the plot for more than a few minutes, you know, you're like...
It's one of the changes that really make no sense in this. And as well, like maybe we should probably discuss the hospital scene with Mary there, because I think that's the biggest change from the movie to the game, and it's just a full-on misunderstanding of the entire James character. I don't know about you guys, but like if you guys want to jump in there and start talking about it.
There's a flashback right at the end of the movie where James visits Mary, where she's dying from her illness. And
he's got a fake beard on.
And he's got the fakest beard on ever, you know, to show that time went by. You know, he's got a beard, but his hair length is still the same. You know, he had time to, like, you didn't have time to shave, but you had time to get a haircut, you know. So he sees Mary, she's dying and all that. And in her dialogue, she's hinting that she wants to be free, you know, and like she's encouraging James to kill her.
She wants her suffering to end.
To suffering to end. And can we say, like, Alex, I don't know if you want to say it there, bro, compared to the video game, like, what's the difference? What's the difference in between this and the video game?
I mean, James is just, he's not a good person.
No. Now, why is he not a good person?
Bro, because, like, he killed Mary, like, selfish actions and stuff. But, like, in the film, it's just her asking to get killed.
He's like, they changed his character to be like this heroic, tragic person who did something for the person that he loved as like her final wish. Bro, that is straight up not what happened in the game. The big plot twist in the game is that you realize James is actually a really bad person.
A really bad, horrible person.
Like an actual garbage human being. And the only reason he did this was because of the built-up years of anger of having to take care of her because she was sick for so long. And that angered him to such a point where he just ended her life. Just like that. She wasn't begging for him to kill him. No, he just ended her like that because of his anger.
His selfish actions.
Yeah, this movie made me want to Silent Hill kill myself. Nah, it was... So he accepts whatever, like what? He accepts that he killed Mary, even though she wanted to die. Like, not she wanted to die, but like she asked him, you know?
Yeah.
And he remembers that. And then he gets, like, freed, I guess. He leaves the hotel with Mary's body. Puts it in his nice little, car, his nice Mustang or whatever.
And
the convertible.
Wait, during that scene of like, there was a scene where Abstract Daddy was there in the film.
Oh yes, with Angela.
When they I think that was the scene where they revealed the gravestone of Angela, like, and so that scene was just like, oh, James and then found Angela, and then like Angela goes through the bed, and then they're in the Abstract Daddy room, and then it's Abstract Daddy with Mary's face, and then James is like, I'm so sorry, and then it just goes to the tombstone scene.
Average viewer did not understand what the hell was going on,
and then there wasn't any like boss battle. There wasn't like.
There was nothing.
There was no action. There was
at
just
least like something with Eddie, man. You should have put something with Eddie. Like, you said it got cut, but like, yeah.
Because like the only action that was in the film was just like probably Eddie punching and then like Mary getting like killed by Pyramid Head.
Yeah, and Pyramid Head fucking up that spider creature with this giant sword.
That too. Probably the head smashes with the nurses, but like after that,
yeah, you just.
I mean, I know it's not Resident Evil, but like if you play the game, you know that like James is like going crazy with like his like little wood stick and like his
And then his pipe.
his pipe, like
Yeah. So he jumps into his car, puts Mary, and he straight up like drives in the water to commit suicide.
Which is the in water ending from Silent Hill game. Because there's 6 original endings, but they added 2 more for the remake. So there's like 8 total endings,
And
if I'm correct.
Alex told me this that was really interesting. Explain your idea of like different cinemas with the like having different types of like endings.
So one day I opened up my TikTok and I just saw the ending. I got spoiled. But like films like this with like that have multiple endings, it would have been like cool to like have like different endings for each like cinema or like each different like time schedule. Cause like imagine going to a cinema like at 12 a.m. for that function that's like very late at night, and then getting the dog ending with the Shiva.
Yeah, with the Shiba. Where the dog ending there, it's really stupid in the game. It's where you figure out that every bad thing that's been happening to James in Silent Hill was being remotely controlled by a little dog in front of a computer screen.
Yeah. Or then going to a different, let's say you go at the 6 p.m. showing and you have a different ending where he leaves the town with Laura. You know?
Maria?
The leave ending.
The leave ending.
Oh,
that's
the
when
leave
you,
ending.
That's when you leave with Laura. And honestly, I think if they actually did that, that would make this movie, like, it would put credit to this movie, in my opinion. If they
Probably
had different
bump it up by a star.
Yeah. If they had different endings for different cinemas, different times, that would definitely like made waves, you know, in the right for the right type of noise, compared to people just talking online about how
bad it was.
Yeah, Mary, Maria, Angela, Laura Gravestone, you know, and how stupid that is. Well, that's a great concept. Why didn't they give you the $20 million?
I don't know.
They should have done the UFO ending. That would have been crazy. That would have actually been crazy. But yeah.
And then the last scene is he pretty much rewrites the opening scene where he crashes into Mary's luggage and then like fixes it. They get in his car and they leave town.
And then he puts on the radio, and it's just Timo Laura.
Yeah,
blasting, like, I don't know. Like,
Laura's theme, even though she has nothing to do with the scene, she's not even there. Laura kind of just disappeared out of the movie at a certain point, just like every other character, you know. But
this was the film.
So that is the film. That is the film. We were a little all over the place explaining the plot there. We probably we spent a lot of time talking about it. This movie does not deserve that much time to be thinking about it. This movie was really bad, not good.
I think we had a lot of things to say about it because we all played the game, the remake. You played the Alex. You played the original.
Yeah, I played the original.
And like the original for the remake, like it's a pretty good remake, right?
Yeah,
or is it like
it's pretty faithful?
Okay,
and like it's nearly the same, except like from Maddie, like being a much more difficult boss fight from the original. But like it's all there, but the film's just like it's not there. It's not like
No, it's look. We have a lot of stuff to say about the movie because we're all fans of the game, so of course. But you put some average Joe Blow who has no idea what Silent Hill is, and he's like, "Oh, I'll go watch this new horror movie." He's not gonna understand anything that's going on.
Diego did not play the games.
He watched a walkthrough, but so who is this movie even made for? You know,
the fans.
The fans are just gonna get mad. That's unfaithful. And then random viewers are probably just gonna be like
what the fuck did I watch?
Yeah, like what the fuck is this?
They're gonna lose the cinema. What the fuck? So I don't know if it was like the producers messed up with the director's vision, because you were explaining a little bit. The producers were like pushing him to do stuff. So yeah, I don't know.
Can you mention how like Mary was floating and the Lakeview Hotel, like James was just standing there, and then like the bed of Mary was just like hovering.
Oh yeah,
out of nowhere.
The bed started hovering. James started hovering. Yeah,
and
then it turns into a giant butterfly monster, and it sucks
That's not
James
in
in.
the game, right?
Yeah, that's
See?
not. That's a.
No, she turns
That's a
into a.
fight.
She does turn into a monster for the final boss
Yeah,
fight there,
no.
but it wasn't. It wasn't that.
And like it was like the only words that were thrown there were just like forgiveness, and that was it.
Yeah, but forgiveness for like, because James doesn't seem like that bad of a person.
No,
I'm
like,
saying it.
that's
I'm
the
saying
thing.
it. I'm saying it.
Wait, in the games or in the movie?
No, in the movie.
Well, that's the thing. They completely changed his character to be a tragic hero instead of the selfish.
Because this
Selfish
is
loser.
James. James sees his girlfriend's part of a cult, and like he doesn't understand what's going on. No one. He's in the dark on everything. So James
He gets fed up.
yeah gets fed up and leaves the relationship. Then for some reason, like he can't move on, even though like he just can't move on. He comes back to Silent Hill, and then his girlfriend asks James to like kill her.
And her suffering.
And her suffering, and he does it. It's like, bro, James doesn't like what? Like forgiveness, you know?
It makes no sense for the note as well. Because, like the letter he receives telling him to go back to Silent Hill. It's like, what? The whole point of the game is that he's completely blocked out this terrible memory from his head. And he believes that she's dead. Like he has no recollection at all that he like viciously choked her and killed her. So that's completely blocked from his head. And then when he finally gets a note, he's like, "Oh my God, my wife's still alive. I gotta go see her."
Yeah.
Compared to this movie where it's like, okay, so he knows he heroically choked her to death.
He heroically put a rag over her mouth and nose and killed her. And then he just left the hospital.
Yeah, where, like the Mustang showed up out of nowhere. The Mustang was just placed there.
Yeah, the Mustang drove into the water.
I do have to say one thing though. When he drove into the water without the convertible, like it's a convertible with the hatch open, so
Oh, yeah,
I
without
thought,
the top?
Yeah, I thought he was gonna float to the top. I'm like, that's stupid. Why didn't he close the hatch? Like, oh, okay, I guess he's just sinking as well. But then, he looks at Mary, and then he looks forward and he sees the giant semi-truck coming straight at him. I started laughing. I'm like, this is so stupid. This makes no sense.
Yeah.
And then another flashback where it goes back to the beginning of the movie where, he dodges the truck, accidentally hits the luggage, and then he decides to leave the town. We're just like, yeah, sure, whatever.
So basically, like, this film, like, included 3 endings if you think about it. There's the Rebirth ending, because, like, Maria Rebirth, and Water ending, and the Maria ending. So it's just, like, 3 endings in one scene.
Maria?
Maria. Like, you leave with Maria.
You left with Maria in the movie?
And the game, like... So it's, like, 3 endings from the game and the movie, if you think about it. In Water, he drowned. Rebirth, because like he decided to rebirth
is the Rebirth, is that the one where he drinks like the vial?
potion and then like
and
Maria.
then he puts like the videotape in it. By the way, like the biggest plot twist reveal in the game is when he puts the videotape into the TV and then he sees what actually happened.
That was ignored.
Completely out of the movie, which
Yeah.
is like one of the most iconic scenes, not just in Silent Hill, but like in gaming history there.
Oh, true.
Where he's sitting on that couch and the TV's right in front of him.
Because that's when the reveal happens. Because the hotel is perfectly fine, perfectly normal. Then after the big reveal that he's a really terrible human being, then the hotel is all like decrepit and stuff.
And on fire.
And it's like, man, why can't we do this for the movie? Like, seriously, why? It's you have the plot. It's right there, you know?
And it's not hard. Like, just get like some old, it's 2017, so just get your iPhone, record a little short video of him choking out his wife because he's angry. I really don't understand.
The whole scene where like they were eating Mary at the cult,
No.
Bro could have just like recorded it and like,
Yeah,
I caught you.
He's there. He's holding on the bar. And he's like, Mary, 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 and like no one's paying attention to him. It's like, bro.
Yeah, no one's paying attention. You think he just like walked out after that, and he's like, you know what? No, I'm breaking up with this girl. The walk of shame there to walk out. You know, I'm breaking up with this girl. Yeah, it's
Interesting.
film.
Interesting.
this film. So Alex, how much do you give this film?
1.5 stars.
1.5.
I would give it 1 star because of the music, but like apart from that, there's nothing to be saving. How about you, Phil?
I have to agree with your take, like 1.5 out of 5 there. And I think the only reason we're giving it that high, because if I was like, I didn't know anything about Silent Hill, this movie would probably get like a 1 or like a 0.5 there. I think the only reason we give it like that much credit is because we've played the games. So like we could understand more of what was actually going on, even though they changed basically the entire movie. But yeah, I'd give it a 1.5 as well.
I give it like 1 star, and that star is only coming from some visual aspects, like when they recreate shots from the video game. When they're in the bathroom and they recreate him looking in the mirror, and they recreate the camera panning out, as well as just the town. You know, I'm sure it was like all CGI, but how the town looked.
The snow-covered town.
Yeah.
They couldn't even do the fog right.
But still, they could have made that town look way worse. So I'm happy that they kind of nailed it. But yeah, that 1 star's pretty much for that. The rest is like, it's not there, you know.
It's not there. It's...
But if you're a Silent Hill fan, I'd say, like, yeah, go watch it.
Wait for the director's cut.
Wait for the director's cut. Then it'll be 5 stars, you know. Apparently, you know. No, I'd say go watch it. Watch it with friends. Watch it with other people who care about the franchise.
If you're just some guy who's never played any of the games, never seen any playthrough or anything like that, who just wants to go watch a horror movie, this is not it.
Yeah, you can. The scariest part was spending $16 on the ticket.
You guys spent $16 on tickets?
Yeah.
Jeez. Wait, did you guys get the deluxe seats?
Yeah. We kind of did. We had like recliner seats.
Yours did not work.
Mine's did not work. Yeah.
I think that was the actually scariest part, that your recliner did not work.
The scariest part of the movie was how quiet most of the scenes were, and me chewing on some popcorn. I was more scared about that. I was like, Jesus Christ, how much noise am I making right now?
Did you guys have a full room or?
Nah.
That was like...
There was like 8 people.
Yeah.
Yeah. There was no one was in there. It was, but yeah. I don't know.
So that wraps up.
Yeah.
So that was Culture Considered with our special guest Philip.
Philip came all the way from Quebec just to talk about Silent Hill.
Of course.
The dedication.
See,
this movie is moving cities, you know?
Yeah,
Like,
bringing different provinces together.
I'm Alex Gonzalez from the radio.
Okay, I'm sorry. I don't know why he's laughing. He's laughing. It's making me laugh. It's not even funny.
All right, what's your name?
Alex Gonzalez.
Yeah, in the radio program, and I'm Anthony Grieve, the journalism program. This has been Cultured Consider. Shout out to our socials. You know, shout out to Philip, the guest invite of today. Shout out to the music. Shout out to the franchise, I guess. Shout out to
Konami.
Shout out to Konami.
Shout out.
So,
We'll be here.
yeah, we'll be here. We'll still be here next time. You know. Shout out to the audience. Last shout out. Final shout out. Signing off.